So Iran just tweeted out that they will only negotiate with Obama. Yeah, they said, sorry, we're holding out for the GOAT. Yeah, we're not talking to you. We were going to wait for President Obama, the greatest president of all time. We ain't fucking with you, but we're chilling here by the Strait of Hormuz until you send in the varsity team. We will only negotiate with Obama. Oh my, Trump's head is going to explode.
I thought this was fake. Iran said they only gonna negotiate with the GOAT, the greatest of all time. They only gonna negotiate with Obama. What the hell? Come on, y'all. It's crazy, right?
Trump tried to bring Iran to the table to make a deal. They said, hell no, we don't trust you. We already know how you do. You coming to dominate. But they talked to Obama, and they made a deal with Obama. Trump is pissed, to say the least. This is so historic.
A lot of people don't know that Obama made a deal with Iran about their nuclear program that actually worked. It was called the JCPOA, or the Iran Nuclear Deal. Basically, the United States asked Iran, do you have a nuclear program? Iran said, no, we don't have a nuclear program. And the United States said, well, we need to check. So an agreement was made that Iran would agree to random inspections by the United Nations weapons inspectors. And this was actually the same deal that the United Nations had with Iraq during Saddam Hussein. Areas and facilities used to produce uranium would be closed and sealed and only accessible to the United Nations inspectors. 360-degree cameras and a security system was installed so these areas can be monitored at all times. And this deal actually worked. The Iranians were fine with it, but 1 month into Trump's first term, he did away with the agreement, saying that, oh, I could create a better agreement. Obviously, he did not create a better agreement. Now look, we're at war with Iran.
There's no dispute that it worked, and we didn't have to kill a whole bunch of people or shut down the Strait of Hormuz. Now,
well, there was some dispute that it didn't work.
Well,
our present president believed that it didn't work, which is why he pulled out of it.
It's not clear that he didn't believe that it didn't work. He just said it didn't work.
Worst deal of all time.
Yeah, because I did it, which is fine. That seems to be a pattern. But there was no serious independent folks who would say that it didn't work.
Trump ripped the agreement up, okay? The vile human needs to go away. We need to 86-47, 86-47, and get rid of that criminal in the White House.
Obama is reminding Trump once again that he can make a nuclear deal with Iran without going into war, And this shows that diplomacy worked when it was actually given a chance. Obama doesn't insult or even threaten those who disagree with him, He will make a diplomatic agreement. So let's have a look.
We pulled it off. Without firing a missile, we got 97% of their enriched uranium out. They were able to maintain a modest civilian nuclear program for energy. And
so you think it was working?
Well, not only did I think it was working, even Israeli intelligence thought it was working. Even our intelligence services thought it was working. So there's no dispute that it worked.
Well, there you have it. We wouldn't be in this mess if Trump wouldn't have ripped up the deal that Obama made with Iran. Whether you like it or not, it was working. For what it needed to do, it was working. But it just wasn't a good thing, according to Trump. Let me tell you something. And I know MAGA is going to come into the comment section and they're going to be like, oh, what do you want to do? Just send pallets of money over to Iran? It was Iran's money with interest. Okay? Or what do you, Iran can't have nukes. We have nukes. A lot of other countries have nukes. You mean to tell me you're going to trust Trump with a nuke? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Are you? And then here's the thing. It doesn't matter if he goes over there and destroys that entire country or wherever, so we don't have to send money here, and there. Okay? You'll never see the money that Trump saves. Okay? The higher elites will see it, but the middle class will never see it. Where's that Doge money at? Where's that $5,000, MAGA? Where's that at? Huh? All that fraud that Elon Musk found. Did you get that? You didn't get that, did you? Huh? What about the $2,000? Huh? What about the peace president? Oh, I can negotiate anything. You can't be a good president unless you can negotiate. Where's that at? You all voted. You voted for no wars. You voted for cheap gas. You voted for eggs. You voted for groceries. And guess what you got? You got a fucking egg. Yeah, that's what you got, was an egg. You fucking...
We had a deal, this deal with Obama. Trump did not like it, but that deal, that held, and Iran took out almost all, virtually just only a tiny bit was left, not enough for a bomb, all out of the country. And we watched it, we monitored it. We had 24/7 cameras to monitor this. We had human on-site inspections to monitor this. 2018, Trump just ripped it up, walked away unilaterally, and from that point on, it's been pedal to the metal by Iran in upgrading that enriched uranium, and that's how you got to that material that would be enough for the 16 bombs, and right now, we don't know where that is.
Obama he gave Iran the right to have a nuclear weapon at the highest level within a very short period of time, and I terminated that agreement.
It was actually Trump who gave them the right to produce nuclear weapons when he pulled out of the JCPOA agreement that Obama signed with Iran. Trump is literally rewriting history because his supporters are too ignorant to follow.
If Iran had a nuclear weapon, they would have used it. And if I didn't end the horrible Barack Hussein Obama Iran nuclear deal in my first administration, they would have had a nuclear weapon 3 or 4 years ago. They would have used it. I would have never gotten the chance probably to be president. Who knows what it would have been so devastating. And if we didn't send those beautiful B-2 bombers, they took them off my desk. They were right there.
The Iranian government have literally gone on every single television channel they possibly can to be like, we don't want to make nukes. And it's not just the last month that they've said this. They've been saying this for like 20 years. No one cares because it's not even about the denuclearization agreement. I literally had the guy who wrote the deal sitting right there, explain under the Obama administration when they successfully created a multilateral agreement. They brought in China, they brought in Russia, they brought in the EU, they created the International Atomic Energy Agency to show the world that the Iranians were willing to cooperate in exchange for sanctions relief, and that this had nothing to do with nukes at all and everything to do with Israel's own design in the region. I had the guy who wrote the deal. He said it out loud. And I keep hearing from the Americans over and over again that like, oh, why do they just want the nukes so bad? They don't. And the enriched uranium beyond civilian usage is simply for a better leverage negotiation position. They literally are enriching uranium beyond civilian usage, not because they want to fucking build a nuke tomorrow or whatever the fuck Israel claims, but so that they can get some sanctions relief. Also, they should have nukes. I think they should have nukes. If they had nukes, it would be like North Korea. Every country in the aftermath of the dissolution of the USSR, where a separate world power could actually protect other countries under their own nuclear umbrella, you gotta build nukes. That's it. It's very clear that China is not offering that same protective cover to nations in the periphery. It's just clear. China will never do the same thing that Khrushchev did. Khrushchev, for all of his failures, people are like, oh, he's a revisionist, whatever. Khrushchev was a fucking lion. When has there ever been another nuclear superpower that's a sovereign nation that has turned around and said, oh, you want to fuck with these guys? We will nuke you. Never. He put the nukes in Cuba. My fucking lion, dude. It is objectively a fact that America and the in Western capitalists, when left without any counterforce in the world, would basically design the planet with their endless greed and their endless hunger in this dystopian existence that we live in now. In the absence of an alternative, look where we're at since the 90s. At the domestic level, neoliberalism has destroyed this country and destroyed the Western liberal capitalist safe havens. And that happened because there is no USSR.
What? Look at this. He is still calling out Obama. He still has Obama on his mind. Greatest sucker of them all, Trump calls. This is all about the fact that he cannot get the Obama deal with Iran. That's what this is all about. This is why he's complaining. This is why it's all because he can't get the Obama deal. So yeah, he hasn't been president in years and years and years and years and still calling him out. But that's what this is all about. I want you to understand this whole war thing. Trump cannot stop the war unless he gets a better deal than Obama had. And Iran is not offering that. So this right here is why he's going absolutely nuts. This is why he's going crazy. This is keeping him up at night. He can't get the deal Obama got years ago.
Donald Trump has been going on an insane social media posting spree all day today, posting AI images of him dropping nukes on people from outer space or walking with an alien. I'm not joking. And I'm going to show you some of the posts. So here at 4:50 p.m., he posted this AI image of, I have no idea what's going on here. I guess he's cosplaying as part of Space Force in the military with robots around him, American flags, all of it. Then at 4:51, bye-bye fast boats. America bombing an Iranian boat, apparently. And then here's where it starts to get really, really weird. At 4:53 p.m., he posted an AI image of him walking with an alien who is seemingly handcuffed with Secret Service agents and the military behind him. Why he posted this, we have absolutely no idea, but this is a real post from the President of the United States. Then at 5:14 p.m., he's still cosplaying as a member of the military, apparently blowing up space stations. It says Space Force at the top. And then another one at 5:16 p.m. where it looks like he's nuking different parts of Earth. That looks like a nuclear explosion, and he's launching them from outer space. I have no idea what we're looking at here. Maybe I'm just a crazy liberal, but I don't think the President of the United States should be posting AI images of him nuking other countries.
We will have no more wars, no more wars, no more wars. We will have prosperity and peace. We will have prosperity and we will have peace. Remember, I'm the president of peace. They said, he will start a war. I'm not going to start a war. I'm going to stop wars. He's going to start a war. I said, no, no, no. My rhetoric is going to keep us out of wars. And that's what happened. My proudest legacy will be that of a peacemaker. That's what I want to be, a peacemaker. We will measure our success not only by the battles we win, but also by the wars that we end, and perhaps most importantly, the wars we never get into.
I am the best negotiator in the world. I wrote the book on negotiating, and that book sold almost as many copies as the Bible. Watch me cook. Give me what I want! Give me what I want or I'll bomb you! I'll missile you! Give me what I want or I will bomb your bridges! I'll bomb your water! I'll bomb your energy! I'll bomb, missile bomb! Okay, let's meet. Let's talk. Oh, let's talk in Pakistan. I don't have time to actually meet with you. I'm sending this guy. There's this UFC fight that everybody will be there. I mean, I gotta go, and I've got this tee-off time that I booked like months ago, and if I lose it, negotiations just broke down with this loser. Give me what I want or I'll bomb you. I'll burn your country. I'm going to burn your whole country and bomb you. Give me a deal better than Obama. I want my peace, bro. Oh, hey, Israel just made a ceasefire with Lebanon. So I can give you the Strait of Hormuz. That's what you wanted, right? Now it's my hostage. Bomb you! I'm gonna bomb you! Give me what I want, or I'm gonna bomb. I thought you wanted Hormuz. Bomb, missile. Give me what I want. Negotiate. All right, negotiate. We're closing it again. So I guess. So it's kind of. Well, I mean, I might as well take it. It's kind of your hostage first, right? I mean, we're kind of both holding it now, aren't we? Give me what I want or I'm going to bomb you. I'm going to missile you. I'm going to blow up your water. I'm going to blow up your power plants. Dude, bomb, missile, bomb, missile.
It's all about the people. It's all about the people. It's all about the people. Then let them immigrate here. Let them immigrate here. You don't like the regime in Iran. You don't like the regime in Venezuela. You don't like the regime in Cuba. And apparently we're now the world police because we're more of the world police than we were, 3 years ago. Because now we've got a bunch of military operations everywhere and we're the world police now. We're exerting regime changes. That's fine. It's all about the people. Let them immigrate here. Let them be immigrants here. Oh, you don't like immigrants. Oh. Well, that's a little bit of a fucking conundrum, isn't it? It's all about the people. As our president performed a blockade against Cuba and its citizens to stop its regime sat there, conserved power for as long as they could, and said, hey, U.S., please stop the blockade. Cuban citizens said, hey, U.S., please stop the blockade. We didn't stop. Now they're out of power, fending for themselves. Venezuela, let's go back to that. We removed Maduro, right? Who do we put in power? The person that actually won the last election, the man that the woman who won the Nobel Peace Prize put in her place, because women can't run for president in Venezuela, so she put him in her place to run, and after he was elected, he was going to switch power over to her so that Venezuela could have a first female president, and then they could get on with it and get on with their lives. But Maduro kept power, I don't know, very closely to where January 6th happened the way it happened, but it was successful. Yeah, Maduro kept power that way. Yeah, so we remove him, but then we put in his predecessor. We put in the same person that was going to take over for Maduro if Maduro got assassinated. We didn't help them. We haven't helped Cuba. And now Iran. They killed 30,000 people, and we had to get involved. And our president sat there and told the Iranians, fight, 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 fight for your country. We're there for you. And now we're bombing bridges and nuclear power plants in Iran, which are civilian targets. And at 8 p.m. tonight, our president has said that it will be the destruction of a civilization that will not be able to return. I'm sorry if I got stuck on that word because it's fucking freaking me out myself. We're going to destroy an entire civilization? I'm so sorry. Who does that remind you of? But again, you're right, Red Hats. It's all about the people.
Trump forgot Obama was president?
Do you think President Xi is a dictator? No, but I think that President Biden was an incompetent president. He gave us the Iran nuclear deal, which allowed Iran to have a nuclear weapon within a matter of years.
The Iran nuclear deal was signed during Barack Obama's second term, when Joe Biden was vice president, but not president. And Obama lives rent-free in that man's head. How could he possibly forget? But did he actually answer the question?
Do you think President Xi is a dictator or not? I don't think about it. Right. He's the ruler. He's the president of China. I don't think about it.
Yet another thing Donald Trump does not think about. He went on to say, you have to deal with what you've got. And President Xi loves his country and he's a very smart man and he respects him. And we have to deal with what we have here in the United States now, don't we? Yes, we do. This man is the one with the codes to the nukes. I want you to remember that every single day. And the media is not highlighting his flaws, his inability, and his unfitness for the role the way they did every time Joe Biden mispronounced a freaking word.
Trump ran a campaign promising no new wars and lower prices on day one, He spoke directly to the people being affected by the pressure of the high cost of living. But right now, we are at war with Iran, and the cost of everything is rising, from the gas prices, food prices, rent, everything. Inflation is worse. And just recently, he said he's not focused on Americans' financial situation. He is focused on preventing Iran from obtaining a nuclear weapon, And you're going to ask yourself, if Obama's nuclear deal was working, why didn't Trump believe it wasn't working and decided to go with war with Iran, But this administration, it seems to erase the accomplishment of President Obama, because they can't handle that President Obama did it way better. And what is even more disturbing is that some of Trump's supporters, they believe that this war is necessary because the national security comes first. They call it short-term economic pain, and stopping Iran nuclear weapon is more important. But majority of Americans, they believe you cannot separate a foreign policy from domestic issues, If the war increases the cost of living, then American families are directly affected. And there is also a section of Trump voters who believed that they were choosing a leader who would stop foreign wars and bring down prices. So when the prices rise during the times of war, the frustration is even worse, And that this war is very delicate because it involves oil, And oil affects all aspects of our daily life. The Strait of Hormuz is so sensitive because it is one of the main shipping routes of oil in the world. And once Iran decides to shut it down, the world will face serious consequences. Oil production will go up. It will affect transportation, food production, manufacturing, and even electricity prices, And when transport becomes expensive, shipping cost goes up, When fertilizer becomes expensive, agriculture is going to be affected. Then the food prices will go up because farming and delivery depend on fuel. I hope this administration is considering all this impact before they go into deeper escalation. They should have faster and stronger negotiations before it spreads even further, because all the people want is safety, stability, and prices that they can actually afford. So thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next video.